Hi guys, I'm Pep Doodles and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I have paint on my hands, but that's the life of an artist. Today I figured I would draw my cat, which I have prepared a drawing, and watercolor him. And maybe tell you a little bit about him because he means so much to me. So, let's get started. So I've already prepared my palette, just like I did the sketch, and I'm just going to dig right into it. So I got my cat on June 1st of 2019. He was a shelter cat who had originally been a stray, and I fell in love with him. I had already been looking for a cat in the first place because I was finally ready to get one, and as soon as I met him, I knew he was my cat. So the way that it worked was I was allowed to go in to an enclosed space and meet the cats. And I chose to meet Ronald. And from there, as soon as they let him out, he ran straight up to me and gave me a kiss on my hand. And yes, I know that Ronald's a bit of a goofy name, but, you know, in the end, the name doesn't really matter so much as the cat itself. And I could have chosen to rename him, but I knew that he was my Ronald. So after that, after I adopted him, I took him home and we started to get readjusted. It was a little bit of a strange thing. Of course, it was the excitement of a new animal, so you know, you didn't want to leave him alone, and you wanted to make sure that he was adjusting well and that he liked his areas. He was allowed to explore pretty much anything, minus the guest room, because when people visit, we don't want them to have to deal with cat hair everywhere. So, after a while, Ronald finally got readjusted. And he just started loving on us. Which, I know that this is gonna sound real goofy and real cliche, but he changed my life. He made me so happy. And I can't imagine life without him now. So like I said, his name's Ronald. And he's my precious little baby. I like to laugh and joke around that he has a little crescent moon on his face. And that it almost looks like something from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Because when I show you him later, you will understand. But I have to go away soon to school, and I am dreading that. I know that he's gonna miss me, and I'm gonna miss him, and it's gonna be a little bit sad. It's gonna be a readjustment, but of course I'm gonna come back to visit him, and once I get my own place, or once I graduate school, I will either move back in or move him to where I am. And then it's just gonna be life from there. So Ronald is 2 years old, like I said. He'd been in the shelter since March before I got him. and before then he was a stray, so he didn't really have any family, which is why it surprised me to figure out that he was so caring and sweet and loving. But he's just such a kind-hearted cat. And, well, he's my cat. He's a goofball. Of course, he runs around at 2 a.m. trying to chase the demons out of the house. But he's my goofball. So. Anyways, like I said, Ronald's my little buddy, and he spends the nights with me, makes sure that I'm okay, and I remember this one time when I was dog tired. I got to sleep at like 3 a.m. and he woke me up a minute before my alarm went off by licking my eyes. And you may think, oh, that's so cute. But anyone who has gotten woke up a minute before their alarm goes off knows the pain. Oh, I love him to pieces, but ooh, that... He means well, and I know that, but he was frustrating that day. Like I said, he is a pest sometimes, but he's my pest. Oh, so story time now, I guess. I turned 17 last August, and I decided, you know what, we're gonna have a good day, we're gonna all go out to the lake, I'll even take Ronald, he'll be on his harness, so it won't be that scary. We'll keep him away from the water, and we'll just have a good day. And we went to the lake. And as soon as I got to the shelter by the lake where he and my grandma would be sitting, he jumped out of his harness and took off. So you can imagine me. It was my birthday, and my cat just ran off. I was terrified. I started having a full-blown meltdown and wondering, where is he? Where is he? So we kept chasing him around, even tried to lure him out from under the deck nearby where he was hiding with treats, and he just would not come out. And by now, he had been gone for about half an hour, and I'm just freaking out, like, what if we can't get him back? What if we have to go home? What if we have to leave him? But finally, he decided to take a walk around, and I tried to be gentle about it at first, of course, and I tried to be like, come here, I won't hurt you, I'm just here to keep you safe and take you home. But then he refused to listen, so I eventually gave up and had to basically tackle him. Which, I mean, he was okay. He didn't fight or anything, he just did not like being by that lake. So we took him home, and we went to a water park instead, where we just got to relax for a couple of hours the rest of the day, and it ended up being a good day all in all, but it's still something to laugh at occasionally. So, you know. And then another time, I decided to take him outside once again, he was on his harness, so it was no big deal. I was like, we'll just sit outside. I'll get to sketch a little bit. And we were sitting out on the bench, and he was just walking around exploring. And he started getting dangerously close to a fire ant hill. For those of you who don't know what fire ants are, or have never been bitten by one, oh, they hurt. They hurt so bad. So, I did not want my cat to get hurt. So I started tugging on the leash, like, come back here. You don't need to be playing with that. Because fire ants are dangerous. And he decided that he was not going to listen to me. So he started tugging back. Meanwhile, getting all the closer to that fire ant hill. So he ended up stepping in the hill. And all chaos breaks loose. Fire ants are going everywhere. I run over and pick up my cat really quick and run off. But of course, I take a minute to stop a little further away and examine to see if he had any ants on him, which thankfully he didn't. But that was the last time we went to that bench. After that, he's just been chilling on the porch with me. I do not let him near the grass because I know what he does. And like I said, it was a little bit of an adjustment period. But, you know, that was okay because I loved him. I still do. And I am so glad that we adopted Ronald. Even if he is a total goober. So, do you guys have any animals? I mean, like I said, every pet owner has stories. So, just, I guess, comment them below if you liked this video and this kind of thing. Like and subscribe, and, you know, hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I upload. And other than that, I guess, I'm just about done. I'll finish up his eyes, which I wanted to basically leave the same color. So, that's what's happening. He's got these golden greenish eyes. And they're just so beautiful. They almost look like little gemstones. And all my friends, when they see pictures of him, they comment, "Oh wow, look at his eyes." And I'm like, yep, he's my little buddy. And yes, I did just say yiddle buddy. But he's my cat, so you know what? If you have a problem with me talking in a weird voice to my cat, that's your own opinion. I should not have done the eyes just yet because that was not dry. But that's okay. Anyways, like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this up real quick. once again, if you liked this video, go ahead and like and subscribe and leave a comment down below.